The Sultan of Sokoto is a politician, is a political creation. Also, historically, he is also the great-great-great-grandson of the first terrorist to ever, to ever walk the land that is today called Nigeria. True life story. Don't feel bad as a Fulani, it's your story, right? It's just that, unfortunately, people like us who are down south are not supposed to really have anything to do with you. Again, it is just, is it called genetic or DNA? They said it is in your DNA or genetically yours to be wondering about, and they called them, they have a word for it, so, anyway. The Sultan of Sokoto, who also double as the head of the Muslims in Nigeria, okay, is the product of the establishment, sustained by the establishment, and indeed, he is also the enemy of the people. However, there is another Mugu who has also sent his own new warning, because the way he sees the Sultan of Sokoto is different from the last Arawa you heard from. Oh, listen to this one. This one is hilarious.
Very dark man, VDM. You have just 28 hours to apologize to Sultan of Sokoto. Delete that video you posted. Delete the video. Make a public video and make a public apologies to Sultan of Sokoto. After you done that, carry you as Yeye squad, abi Yeye team, you are calling them Rate. March down to Bauchi State. Go to the palace of Sultan of Sokoto. Lie down for him. I beg him, comment. I beg him. When he say he forgive you, then peace will reign. Who do you think you are? You just a class chaser. I'm a big fan of the war you have been doing, but you cannot be 100% right all the time. What Sultan of Sokoto said is not wrong, and even though what Sultan of Sokoto said is wrong, it is his opinion. And who are you to comment on his opinion? Who are you? Who are you in the first place to challenge his opinion? He says social media, he said, is a terrorist organization, and he give reason why he says so. And you are saying no because you say you are using social media doing good. How many people are using social media for good apart from you? Is social media not a terrorist organization? He said many people sit on their comfort zone to form figure, form news and spread, and many people believe in that. And that is perfectly right. That is one of the disadvantages of social media. He did not say they should ban social media. He said social media need to be looked upon. Many of us sit on their comfort zone and say they kill plenty people there, whereas the number people give is wrong. It's not the equal number. I have seen a post on Twitter that they say Muslim jihadists are killing people in Jos, but whereas the people that kill people in Jos are unknown. And the man also says that although what is happening in Jos and any other part of the country is not a good thing, and you say the man should comment on what is happening in Jos, that he should use his influence in what is happening in Jos. Do you want the man to come to social media and be telling you this and that? He don't want what is happening in Jos. He don't want what is happening in that place. Is he the king of Plateau? Is he the governor of Plateau? Is he the king of Benue? Is he the governor of Benue? Is he the king of any other state that is happening? Is he the Obi of Anambra or Obi of Enugu state? Every state have his leader, and every association have their leader, and their people safety, security lies on their hand, not in the Sultan of Sokoto. I did not come here to explain to you. Apologize to Sultan of Sokoto. That is it. We know who you are. We know what you are up to. You are just a cloud chaser. You are nobody. You are not an activist. You are just a cloud chaser. Apologize to Sultan of Sokoto. This is the last one.
It is smoke Igbo. It is take Indian. It is smoke Igbo. It is take Indian.
Must be. Anyway, as one of the defenders of the Sultan of Sokoto, again, these are the reactions of the people, right? Who somehow their ignorance is so thick, like it's so deep enough that Baba, you may never understand how they survived up to this time. In that moment that you're like, Omo, Ọlọ́run dáyàn, God the creator. Have you ever seen anybody that you look at them and you're like, wow, look at this person. And then you admire them so much enough that then they open their mouth to speak. And then you're like, ah. I mean, now who talk just now? They say, it's sin. And then you look and say, and God they create ya. You for just keep your mouth shut so that nobody go no say you no get sense. I mean, you are laughing. You know what I'm talking about. Like you look at people and just be like, oh my God, they try you. But how you take survive reach this age? How old are you? 35. Wow. God is massive. God is massive. And at this brain, you they take crossroad, you they take do things. This same brain of yours say yes. Wow. God the creator. God the creator. If they remove your brain, put them inside the brain of a fish, the fish will drown. Somebody said that though. That is the level of the ignorance of so many Nigerians. You know, and it makes things very hard. Do you understand? Like, do you need to sit somebody down to explain how the situation of that contraption affects them and those who are responsible? Do you need to break it down? I said, well, please, can you explain this thing to me very well? Okay, you know what? What I'm saying to you is that you say these guys, they are career criminals. This is what they do for a living. They will deceive you with this and that. You will gullibility follow them and listen. Say, this is what they do. Or if this is how they're going to start, this is how they're going to start, all of that. Say, okay. So then you say, once they try this one to avoid them, the next thing we're going to do is that since you know this is the pattern, okay, once it starts, you cut them off from here. They can't be able to control you from here. Do you understand? No. I've been talking since for the past 30 minutes. Several times I asked, do you understand? You said yes. Meanwhile, that in itself has an explanation. After these guys destroyed the middle class and every other class below them, right? Sent everybody down to the bottom barrel, okay? So they ensured that the poverty was so strong, Baba, people were eating, just eat. And there is no real balanced diet to make their brains develop normally. You may be surprised at the level of dumbness in so many Nigerians, old and young, that when they open their mouth and speak, you're just going to be taken aback like, oh, fuck, man. I actually thought this person a normal person. See, but he's a normal person. I say, no, he's not a normal person. He appears normal, but this one no get sense. A person will not get sense, not be normal person. No. It go appear like normal, but man do your gun. I don't know about you, Sha, but for me, man Kamila waste of human being. You know those kind of people, you look at it like, this one is a waste of human being, man. There are many like that. Okay? So he's defending the Satan of Sokoto. Satan of Sokoto is upset that some people are really not numbers of the victims of terrorist attack. Satan of Sokoto, not that he has anything different, but it's just that it makes them look bad, especially linking some of these attacks to this religious kind of like connection and all that. It makes them feel so looks bad. How do you kind of separate these murderers, right, from the religion? How? Yeah? In a place whereby the elites in northern part of Nigeria are not alarmed. They are not alarmed that these murderous animals are now being freed in the name of repentancy. How can you do that? Like, people who unleashed this kind of violence on your people shouting Allah Akbar, Allah Akbar. And of course, with that, the kind of like the stigma or the stain they are bringing onto the religion and all that, if it upsets you, the right thing is to kind of speak up and condemn any form of process that allows them to go unpunished. Because that is what Operation Safe Corridor means. Since nobody punishes them, so more and more terror groups are emerging in Nigeria almost every day. Just as the businesses and companies are leaving Nigeria, terrorists and different organizations are opening their shops in Nigeria. I mean, and as they are registering their presence, as they are opening shops, they are registering their presence. Bamuhda Baurimi, those ones they call Bamuhda. Now, Kwara, then the little bit part of Nigeria, little new. They are different from Fulani terrorists, so they are different from the Lakurawa, they are different from the Boko Haram or ISWAP and all that, so they are different too. These ones, they are called Bamuhda Bauri Arai. You know what I mean? Like, in their own, we are not sure of what they are fighting for yet. Okay? But I can tell you this for free. An operation or an attack that they carried out on the Kwara Road, right, yesterday, and their victims, that modus operandi, that MO, right? It was given or still given Boko Haram. And they said they are Bamuhda. Bamuhda.
This boy, see that.
Hang on, that's another one. Oh. I'll come back to that one. So this one, somewhere in where is it? Here, over there, here. Kwara Road. An attack on travelers by Bamuhda terrorists. Like Lakurawas in Sokoto, but this one in Kwara State.
Right.
A mini truck transporting food, grains, was set ablaze. And as we heard, 2 people were also killed. And that's how they counted. By the time you put all the numbers together, you will think Nigeria is actually, so you probably would argue that Nigeria is not at war. They will tell you that what you are doing is you want to cause war in Nigeria. You want to cause Kiniko in Nigeria. But people are being slaughtered, right? With reckless abandon. And those who are supposed to keep them safe, they are giving you the reasons why they can't keep them safe. Nigeria, that nobody is really safe. I mean, that's going to be my own assessment, right? Because somebody spotted a truck just this, I think it was this morning or thereabout, it was a truck of, the usual suspects going into Lagos. Yeah.
Look at how they're coming into Lagos. Look at this, how they're moving into Lagos. Just look at. They're just moving into Lagos on Lagos-Ibadan Express. Can you see? No address. That's how they're coming into Lagos. Can you imagine this?
Somebody spotted that. And like this person put it, what is going on is unbelievable, unexplainable, and nobody can really give any real answer. Nobody, not even the government. Or again, he is proposing a restructuring. Listen to this.
I often say that whenever you refuse to do the right thing, you have pushed the knob that will trigger the happening of the wrong thing. In other words, whenever you refuse to do the right thing, you have done the wrong thing. The polity in this country is terrible. The political structure of Nigeria is terrible. Those in leadership positions in Nigeria are terrible people who refuse to do the right thing. How can Fulani, a group of people from the Sahel, who migrated into this geographical sphere that is called Nigeria, now give an indigenous people ultimatum to vacate their land that they, Sahelians, may take possession of that land? It's crazy. It is unacceptable. But then you look at it. Bible says that whatsoever a man soweth, the same he shall reap. The Bible says as long as the earth endures, sowing time and reaping time will never cease. And I say life is faithful. It gives back to you what you gave to it. If you put 1 million naira in the bank, you cannot go and withdraw 1.1 million naira. One dime above it, no, bank cannot give you. If you sow cassava, you will reap cassava. If you sow rice, you will reap rice. What did Benue people do to Igbos during the war? Igbos who were fleeing north from being killed in the north, getting home to Benue. Benue people will kill them in Benue. And so the blood of innocent Igbos massacred by Benue people has been speaking to God for vengeance against Benue people. And God is a God of vengeance. People think they can do something and get away with it. No. Once you do wickedness, Bible says, evil shall slay the wicked. Now, so if you do evil, if one day you have just put some money in the bank, one day you go back and take it. If you do evil, you have just sown something, a day is coming, you will reap it. My pain now is the 13 Igbo communities created into Benue. They should find a way and vacate there. Because hell is coming on Benue. Now, the killing there has been so much since Buhari, the Fulani, came into power. And has been desiring to fulfill the vision of Othman Danfodio, the Fulani father, which is Islamize and Fulanize. And that is the program that the Fulanis are still pushing to actualize every time in this country. Trying to make Nigeria a hub for the Fulanis. It is a pity that such thing is happening. It is a pity because no matter what, the Benue people are humans. You don't waste human blood like you're wasting the blood of animals. Because even those who are killing now will one day receive their own repercussion. That is the situation. And that's why I keep saying it. Nigeria will never prosper. Nigeria will never grow. It will never be well in Nigeria until the political structure is changed.
How do you mean the political structure is changed? You mean removing APC for another party to take over?
It's not about political party. It's about the political structure. We have to go back to regional government or practice true federalism. States control your resources. Pay percent to the federal purse for the maintenance of the federal structure. Three options. One must be done. Through federalism, where states control their resources and pay percent to the federal purse for the maintenance of the federal structure, or we go back to regional government where regions were controlling their life and what they have and they were just contributing to the center, or we go back to who we were before Britain came here and amalgamated us in 1914. East was independent, South was West was independent, and North was independent. We break the nation. I have three republics. Republic of Biafra, Republic of Oduduwa, and Republic of Arewa. This is the solution. Because the way Nigeria is constituted, it is a no man's land. It is a no man's business. The Yoruba man gets there, it is not his business. The Hausa man gets there, it is not his business. The Easterner who owns the resources, the oil, is cut off from power totally. And so the oil, since it doesn't belong to the West, West can mess it up. Since it doesn't belong to the North, North can mess it up. And they sit on power with the help of Britain.